Have you ever woken up one morning, strolled into your garden, and felt that sudden sinking feeling in your stomach? You know, that what on earth happened to my plants overnight moment? Well, you're not alone. September might seem like the perfect gardening month with cooler temps and cozy vibes, but it comes with its own set of sneaky challenges that can turn your green haven into a disaster zone if you're not prepared. But don't worry, I'm here to help you tackle those September garden nightmares head on. Let's dive into the most common problems you might face this month and, more importantly, how to fix them fast before they ruin all your hard work. 1. Drought stress. First up, let's talk about drought stress. September can bring unexpected dry spells, leaving your plants thirsty and wilting. You might think the cooler weather means less watering, but that's a trap. Plants still need consistent moisture, especially if you've got vegetables or late-blooming flowers hanging on. Here's what you can do. Check your soil's moisture. Regularly, don't just rely on the weather. If the top inch is dry, it's time to water. And remember, watering in the early morning or late afternoon is best. This way, the water soaks in properly without evaporating too quickly in the midday sun. 2. Pesky invaders. Now let's talk about those pesky invaders bugs. September is prime time for pests to make a last-ditch effort to feast on your garden. Aphids, caterpillars, and spider mites, oh my, they love the cooler weather just as much as we do. To keep your garden safe, regularly inspect your plants for any signs of trouble. Look for holes in leaves, sticky residue, or tiny critters crawling around. If you spot them, act fast. A good spray of neem oil or a homemade soap solution can knock them out without harming your plants. 3. Fungal diseases. Fungal diseases are another sneaky problem that can catch you off guard in September. Cooler nights and warm days create the perfect environment for things like powdery mildew to take over. To combat this, keep your garden well ventilated and avoid watering from above to prevent moisture on the leaves. If you see any white powdery spots, mix up a quick spray with baking soda and water. It's a simple fix that can save your plants from a full-blown fungal attack. 4. Overgrown plants. With everything growing like crazy all summer, September is when things can start to look a little wild. Overgrown plants can block sunlight, steal nutrients, and even suffocate their neighbors. Don't be afraid to get in there with your pruners. Trim back any excess growth, especially on perennials and bushes. Not only does this tidy up your garden, but it also helps your plants focus their energy on producing the best blooms and fruits as the season winds down. 5. Falling temperatures. Lastly, let's not forget about the temperature drop. Nights are getting cooler, and while it's great for us, some plants might struggle with the sudden change. Keep an eye on the forecast, and if you expect a cold snap, be ready to protect your more sensitive plants. A simple cloth cover or a makeshift greenhouse can make all the difference between a thriving garden and one that's struggling to survive. So there you have it. By keeping an eye out for these common September garden challenges and tackling them head on, you'll keep your garden thriving all the way through the fall. Remember, gardening is all about being proactive, catch problems early, and you'll save yourself a lot of headaches later on. If you found these tips helpful, make sure to give this video a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe for more gardening advice. Let's keep those gardens growing strong together.